WCBI News at 6 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Columbus and Lowndes County are partnering to take drugs off the streets. Today, city and county leaders sign off on an interlocal agreement with the Sheriff's Department and the Police Department.
However, it could be a while before the Columbus Lowndes Drug Task Force actually hits the streets. WCBI's Jory Talley is joining us live from the courthouse with more on this new agreement and what it means.
The creation of the drug force task has been in the works for several months now with the mayor, sheriff, and police chief. Now, the goal is to get as many drugs off the streets as possible.
The agreement is similar to a lot of drug task force.
City and county leaders unanimously agree on a new effort to keep drugs out of Lowndes County, which could lower the crime rate.
I could just speak specifically from the city standpoint. Probably 80% of the crime is drug related.
The creation of the Columbus Lowndes Narcotics Task Force comes with a new agreement, including a new vehicle.
The only thing that we will do is provide men's equipment and just whatever the sheriff said that they need, that's what the city would do, is provide manpower and equipment and supplies as requested.
Narcotics agents have worked at the Sheriff's Department for years. Now, with CPD on board, all of the agencies can closely work together and help each other solve cases throughout the county.
You're going to add manpower to it because we're going to have 4 additional investigators or narcotics officers working the streets, and also bringing with them will be information or intelligence that they may have that our guys might not have, and vice versa.
Police Chief Oscar Lewis will submit a list of officers to the Sheriff's Department. Then, Commander Archie Williams will interview and select task force members.
After the time frame passes, we'll end up with 4 from this city. I think there's going to be 2 at first because there is going to be some training involved and it's going to be a little time consuming. We want to make sure we get it all done before we just add too many people at one time.
It could be a few months before the residents see the interlocal agreement at work.
It will be a process and it'll take a little time, but the good thing that the mayor and the council is proud of is that now we have a true drug task force between the city and the county.
Lowndes County Sheriff Mike Arledge says he's encouraged about having more crime fighters on the road. A similar task force was disbanded several years ago. The new group will have different regulations.
It was important to me, and it's important to the citizens, that we have no outside interference with, say, a city councilman or a board of supervisors or maybe a prominent person in the community. We don't need to, other than them helping us gather intelligence. We want that, but we don't want interference in how we run our police operations.
Now, that paperwork signed by city and county officials will be sent to the Attorney General's office. It could be a couple of weeks before that paperwork is signed. Live in Columbus, Jory Talley, WCBI News. Back to the studio.
A Columbus company is missing its van and its employee. Corporate Dining Concepts is trying to find 36-year-old Antoine Marquette Harris. Columbus police say Harris and the van he was driving were last seen this past weekend. It was along a route in Northport and Cottondale, Alabama. Anyone with information can call Columbus Police or Crime Stoppers.
A detective takes the stand today in day 2 of the trial for a man charged in a 2014 Ottawa County shooting. Tobias Coleman is facing 1 count of aggravated assault in the shooting injury of then 18-year-old Zacharias Blanchard, who was shot in the head. Ottawa County Sheriff's Department Lieutenant Brent Watson gave an account of the evidence in the incident that resulted in 5 people being shot at Club Rock. This happened in the spring of 2014. The State Attorney General's office is prosecuting the case. Coleman was arrested by U.S. Marshals in September of 2014. Watson told us back in 2014 that more than 1,000 people were at Club Rock when the incident occurred and more than 20 gunshots were fired. Blanchard's parents have told us their son was in a coma when they first got to the hospital.
A pair of traffic stops in Clay County ends with 2 men behind bars. Deputies say when Roderick Woodard of West Point was pulled over, they found a gun, cash, and a felony amount of dope. Woodard is charged with possession of marijuana and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. He's out of jail on a $10,000 bond. In a separate incident, investigators also arrested Benny Neely Jr. of West Point for felony possession of marijuana. His bond is set at $5,000. Time now to turn our attention to weather. Meteorologist Alex Puckett joins us with your first look. Alex?
Thanks, Tommy. Right now, a live look atop our Alpha Insurance Skycam here in downtown Columbus. A little bit of cirrus clouds back off in the distance, but for the most part, we will stay clear overnight and fairly mild. It's still quite warm out there right now. Temperatures in the 60s, maybe a couple 70s left on the board here in East Mississippi as well. For the rest of your evening, temperatures dropping down into the upper 40s overnight, but more rain on the way later on this week. I'll have details later on in my full forecast.
Well, as you know, Friday, President Trump signed an executive order restricting people from 7 countries from entering the United States for 90 days. Now, international students across the country are learning how this could impact them.
WCBI's Victoria Bailey talks with Mississippi State students to hear some of their concerns. She joins us live in the studio with more. Victoria.
Yeah, Joey and Andrea, the executive order comes with a lot of controversy and protests throughout the nation. International and American students at MSU tell me their hearts are heavy. It also leaves many unanswered questions for some foreign students.
Our dream turned to darkness in by just a signature.
Mississippi State senior Shari Hashard Habadi describes how he felt when he first learned about President Trump's executive order. He says his purpose for coming to America is to learn and to prosper.
Already have background checks like FBI checks, and many students wait months in line to get the clearance. But right now I don't know what happens for those students and also for us who came here for a brighter future to seek a better chance for life. I don't know what happens.
People from 7 majority Muslim countries are impacted. MSU students say this makes it difficult to see friends and family.
Left back my elderly parents, my families, and my beloved ones to come here and pursue a better future.
I think my parents, after what Trump said, they're afraid to come here because they didn't want to pay the ticket and come here, and in the airport they can't come in.
Dareen Altiar arrived at Mississippi State in December. She says it's harder on her and her family, but she can see why the president signed the order.
I understand that his order came from his fear for his people. There's a lot of fear everywhere, so he's afraid for the community and for his people.
MSU student Katie Graham is teaming up with other students to host a candlelight ceremony on campus. While she is an American, this MSU student believes she understands why her foreign classmates feel this way.
I moved here from 1,000 miles away from home, and I didn't know anyone. And I spoke English, and I'm a privileged white girl, and it was horrible and hard. So I can only imagine what it was like to come from overseas to a country where you don't even speak their language and you know no one, and then to have those people tell you that, you know, you're a terrorist or you're potentially of a terror group, and that make you feel unwelcome and like a horrible person when you're just trying to live your life.
The candlelight ceremony will be Wednesday evening at 6 at the Junction on MSU's campus. Joey?
A lottery bill remains alive in the Mississippi legislature. House Bill 804 was changed this morning in committee. Chairman Mark Baker offered a plan to overhaul the bill to create a state lottery. The Brandon Republican offered few details about the change, but says he wants to keep the possibility alive this session. House Speaker Philip Gunn is not a big supporter of the lottery, but Governor Phil Bryant says lawmakers should consider a lottery.
New and improved roads will be rolling out across Lowndes County this year. The Board of Supervisors approved the Road Department's 2017 plan in today's meeting. Supervisors have been riding the roads to see which ones need the most attention. $2 million will be split among the 5 districts. $500,000 will be put aside for maintenance.
This year we had a rail bed drought and it caused the roads to crack up and break, so we had to tear some roads up and we're going to redo them. So of course that puts us back from where we'd like to be, you know, moving forward, because we got to go back and fix them before we start, you know, doing new ones.
Now, Burns says maintenance could start now to get the roads ready for repaving when weather permits. Construction could begin as early as April. You can see a full list of the roads in the 2017 road plan on our website, WCBI.com.
Tupelo councilmen take the next step in demolishing an old hotel. A $194,000 bid was accepted by city leaders this afternoon. The building is at North Gloucester and McCullough. Travelodge bought the hotel in 2005 and it has sat vacant for years. It will take 45 days to demolish the property once the contract is signed, and then contractors will level off the property.
Hey, Miss Rebecca. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Our Allie Martin, you see him there, is with them. We check in with him after the break.
Welcome back. A popular Tupelo restaurant has replaced its waitstaff with some area celebrities.
It's part of the annual Make-A-Wish Celebrity Wait Night, and our Allie Martin is working hard. He's taking a quick break to tell us more about the event. Allie?
Thank you. I am here at the Fair Park Grill. I'm taking a little break from my serving duties, but I've got a professional helping me out. This is all part of Make-A-Wish Celebrity Wait Night. Joining us is Rebecca Suddeth to tell us more about it. Rebecca, thank you for being with us. Big crowd out here. Tell us what's going on.
Oh my goodness, Allie, thank you so much. We are so grateful to be here at Fair Park Grill tonight for Make-A-Wish Celebrity Wait Night. This is our 8th annual event, and it keeps getting bigger and better every year. As you can tell from this crowd coming in behind us, so much fun, so many great members of the community. You, Allie, we've got Chief Walker, Mayor Shelton, lots of local business owners are here. We've got Wish Kid Sam Ferris. Everybody's coming out here to raise money for Make-A-Wish. We're going to help grant more wishes here in Northeast Mississippi through this event.
Yeah, the money stays here to help kids get their wish. And look, there's all kinds of other things. Along with tips and donations, you can buy a calendar for $10. There's a silent auction. All the teams, all the SEC teams are represented. You don't want to miss any of this stuff. So this goes on until 9 o'clock tonight, right, Miss Rebecca?
Until 9 o'clock.
Very good. All right, so come on out. I'm waiting tables until 7, but come on out until 9 o'clock. Leave big tips. Make-A-Wish Mid-South. I'm going to get back to my serving duties. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Allie live for us tonight.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Yep.
All right, wanted to leave you with this picture that came in from Starkville today. Viewer sent this in of flowers blooming. These are the spring flowers blooming before February 1st. That's not good news because we won't be able to see them in their full glory this spring. But you can send a picture in anytime to us at WCBI Weather. Full forecast coming up next.
Your first alert weather forecast with meteorologist Alex Puckett.
Start off with a look at what we saw earlier today from atop our Alpha Insurance Skycam. Sun setting, very nice look. Just a few high cirrus clouds today, but other than that, blue skies and incredibly warm as we were 20 degrees plus above where we normally are this time of year. Right now, no sunshine. The sun has set on another Mississippi evening. A live look from our Alpha Insurance Skycam shows mainly just a couple of cirrus clouds there in the sky. But we'll stay mainly clear through the rest of the evening. Temperatures dropping down into the 50s by the 9 p.m. hour, mid-50s by the 11 p.m. hour. We'll bottom out this evening right around 48. Temperatures right now, a wide range across North Mississippi. That 70 from Columbus is a little bit old. I think most of us are in the 60s at this hour. Again, and much warmer than really it should be for this time of year. We'll see clouds start to increase tomorrow as the front slowly sags south into North Mississippi. It'll be warm once again tomorrow as well with temperatures in the 70s. But once we get into Wednesday evening, we'll bring you the chance for at least a few isolated showers through the end of the work week and a much more wet Sunday as well. But no rain tomorrow, at least through the afternoon. Temperatures warming up into the 70s once again. Unusually warm through the day for your Wednesday. So here's your futurecast again. You see that front slowly sagging down Wednesday evening. So through the day, as this front slowly shifts south, we'll see increased cloud cover and then a few scattered, or I should say isolated showers once we get into the overnight hours Wednesday night. Better chance of rain going to come Thursday, I think, though, with this, particularly in the morning hours for Thursday. A few isolated showers possible then, but I think still more spots than not through Friday, staying mainly dry. But again, you see, again, a few isolated showers popping up for Friday through the afternoon hours. So a little bit cooler Thursday and Friday, but we will also see the rain chances pick back up just a little bit. But for tomorrow through the afternoon, no rain in the Tupelo area, 60s and 70s for high temperatures there. Low to mid 70s in the Golden Triangle. Could see a couple upper 70s here down south of Highway 82. Again, with that cloud cover increasing throughout the day, but I think we'll see a decent amount of sunshine as well. 70s as well for West Alabama. Now, Groundhog Day is Thursday. Whether or not the groundhog sees his shadow determines, allegedly, whether or not we see 6 more weeks of winter. Looks like a good bit of cloud cover for Thursday, so whether or not we see that shadow, going to be interesting. No guesses on that here, but I do think we'll see a good bit of rain on your Sunday and another good chance of rain on Tuesday with those isolated showers Thursday and Friday.
We will visit with new Mississippi State baseball coach as the baseball season is right around the corner. Sports is coming up next.
WCBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Go further.
There's the update from Oxford. Ole Miss has a 20-16 lead at last check in the first half over Mississippi State. Rebels really crashing the glass and getting plenty of second chance opportunities. We will have a full reaction and highlights coming up tonight at 10 from our very own Tom Ebel from Oxford, right here on WCBI Sports. Well, before you know it, we will be talking baseball. Baseball season just around the corner. It's almost February, so that means the rigs are moving into left field lounge, and they're all set and ready for another great season on the diamond. Mississippi State has a new head coach in Andy Cannizaro, and he talked about what his team is doing to make sure his first season is successful in Starkville.
A lot of high energy, bringing it every day. You know, one of the biggest things that we talk about right now is every single time we take the field, our players have an opportunity to go out there and show a brand new staff, show a brand new head coach, show everybody in the building who's capable of going out there and winning a starting job and who's capable of helping Mississippi State University win the 2017 SEC championship. You know, we have to get ourselves ready for long weekends up ahead of us. So we're certainly out on the field every day. We'll be out on the field here shortly for our 4th day of practice and have, you know, high expectations of a great day today.
The Bulldogs will start the season against Texas Tech. They also have Western Illinois coming to Starkville for that series. That starts in a little over 2 weeks. Ole Miss will have a tough team in Cliff Godwin's Pirates of East Carolina. That's a top 10 team. Again, that series starts. All these games starts on Friday, and Alabama will start with Presbyterian in Tuscaloosa. We got to start on our signing day circuit early today. We started Houston earlier this morning. 2 Hilltopper football standouts signed the dotted line to continue their football careers at the JUCO level. Omario Johnson signed with Holmes Community College, and Tanner Bullock signed with East Central. This past season, Johnson had 82 total tackles. 52 of those were solo. Bullock was an all-end zone selection this year, finishing with 125 total tackles. 86 of those were solo. Both Johnson and Bullock excited to continue on at the next level.
I like the administration and the coaches. They were real good, a good group of coaches, and I felt real comfortable down there, and you know, just a good coaching staff.
I just felt like I was at home, man. Congrats to those colleges. They got 2 really good football players, really good, hard-working, tough kids, really tough, really physical kids. Really excited for the school, excited for both of those community colleges, too, for getting 2 good football players.
And over at New Hope, another piece fits into the MUW softball puzzle. Meredith Woolbright signed to continue her softball career at Mississippi University for winter when the school begins playing softball in 2018. Woolbright got hurt in the first game of the slow pitch season, missed 15 games, but she had a .296 on-base percentage and a .290 batting average with 1 home run. Woolbright's family attended MUW, so that was a pretty big reason she decided to sign with the new Owls softball program.
It was close to home, and my mom and my sister both went there, and I don't know, I just like the campus, and I like the small university atmosphere, and I also liked the fact that I'm going to be starting history at the W playing softball there.
This is a good move for her. I thank the W again for opening their program up. It gives people like Meredith a chance to move on with their schooling and their athletics.
And don't forget, this is just a preview and a primer to what's coming up for National Signing Day 2017. Our special will be tomorrow at 6:30, but we are going to be having signings throughout the day at 5, 6, and 10 right here on WCBI Sports. And then our signing day special, as you see, we'll talk to Hugh Freeze, Dan Mullen, and have the big names Willie Gay, Dee Dee Bowie, talk about all the big moves in recruiting. That is it for sports. We'll get a last look at your forecast when we come back.
Well, it looks like we're going to have some pretty warm temperatures for the meantime. We'll enjoy it.
Warm and a little rain coming on the way as well.
All right.